Hello, my name is Billy. Thank you so much for watching this video, and also welcome to my channel FIFA Turtles Club. In this video I want to show you a little bit about setting up your career mode. I'm talking about manager career mode in FIFA 19, and I will tell you a little bit about choosing your team and a few things that you need to consider while doing that. Also, I want to talk about some board expectations that you have to meet, and you have to consider that while choosing your team, because it's going to play an important role in your career mode. And then the last few things I want to share with you after that is a couple things you can get from the catalog to improve the experience a little bit when you're getting started. So if you're a beginner at this game, you're going to, from the menu, go to the option that says play, and then we will have career right here. Choose for new career, we'll hit that, and after that you're going to select whether you want to play as a manager or as a player. I'm talking about manager career in this video, so we'll select this one. And if you played FIFA 18, you might get these options here. I did, so I unlocked 60% increase or increase your budget, and I also got a scout for the transfer network. So I'm gonna select both and hit advance. If you did not play FIFA 18, you might not have this option, but it's fine. Now the main thing is choosing your team here. So this is where you're going to select the team that you're gonna play or manage for your career. So there's a big question you need to ask yourself here, and that is, do I want to play with a team that's already built, or am I going to choose a team that I want to build from scratch? What do I mean by that? So Chelsea has plenty of good players. You know, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester United, those are teams that are at the top of their leagues. 5-star rating, that means they have good players, they have big budgets, so you can spend a lot of money getting even better players, and you have a lot of transfer budget to work with. So you know, that is one way to play it. The other way to play it is, for example, EFL League 2, and this is what I like to do. This is my favorite way of playing manager career mode, and it's because this is the 4th division of England. So if you choose a team from here, they're gonna be like 1.5 stars, you know, low quality players, about 60 some rating, probably not very many will hit 70. So it will be a challenge, and you can build your team from scratch. Imagine the headlines: Forest Green Rovers goes from the 4th division all the way up to the Premier League, and then they're Champions League champions. That's that's what you're trying to do here. So that's my favorite way of playing the career mode, and I would recommend choosing a team from the 4th division, make it more exciting. And not only that, but it's gonna take you at least 4 seasons to get to the Premier League, at least. That's if you get promoted every single season. So you have 4 seasons to play. That should be quite an experience in career mode. It's easy to get bored, honestly, if you have a good team. Like if you just choose Real Madrid, maybe not for everyone, but you have great players, you can beat everyone, and you can probably just destroy most teams. So it becomes a little bit boring at times. But anyway, you choose. It's your preference. Now, when you're choosing your team, you need to also consider the board expectations. So you can see to the right, for example, Forest Green has domestic success is medium. That should be pretty easy to accomplish, probably mid-table. But you have to look at that and see, like, do I have to be a winning team, or what? For example, Lincoln City has a high domestic success criteria, so you have to be winning games, you have to be towards the top of the league and stuff like that. The next one is Continental Success. All the teams in the 4th division are gonna have a very low on this one because there is no competition in the continent. It's just local. So fourth division doesn't exist. As far as Continental, it's gonna be very low for every team. Brand exposure, that might depend. It's like selling shirts and stuff. You don't really have much control over that unless you're like winning games. But most of them will have low expectations to very low, as you can see in this league. If you go to the Premier League, you know, Arsenal brand exposure is critical. So it depends there. You have to look at that. Financial, if you're choosing a fourth division team, make sure that you don't choose one that has critical criteria, because you're gonna have a very low budget already, and we're gonna spend some money at the beginning to buy scouts and stuff like that. So your budget's gonna go down pretty quick. I wouldn't recommend that. And then the last one is youth development. This one doesn't matter too much based on what I'm teaching you, because it's going to be about building your team from scratch, and you're going to require, or you're going to have to need to get players from your youth academy, and so we're going to put a lot of attention to that program. So, you know, certainly you can choose one that's low. Again, I have created one before, and I chose Forest Green Rovers. They have very low expectations for everything, except for domestic success, which is mid-table. That's still pretty low to me. But you know, you can just choose a team like that, whatever you want. But those are things that you need to consider in choosing that. So we'll choose Forest Green Rovers. Here you can enter the name of your manager, last name, nationality. Select whatever look you want. There are only so many options, so I'm sorry, but that's what we have to work with. And let's just choose one for whatever. You can change the outfit, suit, shirt and tie, tracksuit, whatever you want. Doesn't matter too much. Hit options to advance. Select the match difficulty. So I like to use it on professional just to have fun, because I know it can be challenging at times, not too much, but you're also going to be able to beat teams and whatever. So if you put it up to world class, it's probably fine as well, although if you're a beginner, probably not. Otherwise, legendary and ultimate are the hardest, ultimate being the hardest, legendary second hardest. The difference between those two is not that much, except that they're both very difficult. And if you're gonna be playing career mode, honestly, if you have an ultimate, you're gonna lose a lot of games, and it's just not gonna be fun, or at least I see it that way. So professionals should allow for some flexibility. You'll have some games where the teams will be more challenging. You have some games where you're gonna destroy them, or some where you win, barely pull the win. You know, it goes either way, but professional is a good level, kind of medium, you know. Half length, how much time do you have to play this game? If you're playing all day, whatever, you can choose up to 6 minutes. If you don't have much time like me, then half of the length, you know, well, the half length should be at about 4 to 5 minutes maybe. And then currency, I leave it at dollars. Stadium, you can choose that. You can play with these options, honestly. Hit advance, and then this will load here. So the last couple of things I want to show you is, well, once you start the career mode, after this is all set, which is going to take a few minutes here, you're going to get an invite or an invitation to participate in the preseason tournament. Do not skip that. Actually choose one, and choose the one with the highest reward. It's probably about like 1,800,000 for the fourth division, if I'm not mistaken. You can choose the highest one, or so if you win that preseason tournament, you're gonna get a little bit of a boost to your you're gonna get a little bit of a boost to your team's budget. So I would recommend doing that. So right here, 1,800,000, so we'll choose that. And then the other thing is from the catalog, which is you get there with your right analog, push it down, which is R3, and it will open this catalog. Under manager career, there are two options I want you to look at. This one with the binoculars, scout future star. You should buy that right away. I have plenty of coins. I don't know how much you're gonna have, but if you have the coins, by any means, buy that, and it's going to help you get a player for your youth academy right away, and it's going to be a very promising player. So do that. And then the other thing is financial takeover. Do this if you're running low on the budget, but you already start at a low budget with these teams. So I would say get that, and it's going to increase your budget by like $30,000. So it's pretty good to get started. And then I'll teach you a little bit about um, what to invest it in once you have that. And so if you can see some of the results, because I had started career mode with Forest Green Rovers, and I did the scout a player or a future star thing from the catalog. So then I got a report back with this player, which is Benjamin Galliano, and he's rated 61, which is low but perfect for this league, for the 4th division. And we're gonna train him, and we have the potential to get him to either 86 or 94 or something in between those numbers. So he's gonna be a beast, you know. He's gonna be a great player. So those are basically all the things I wanted to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please write them down on the comments. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this, please drop a like and subscribe, and I will certainly appreciate it. So that's all for now, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.